Hello, YouTube, and everyone watching. So, second week of my job. It's going well. So, I want to talk about a few things. One, I want to talk about the fact that with my new job, there is a lot of free food. And I feel even more nervous about April 4th because I try to do it on Fridays, the weigh-in. So it's going to be that Friday, that first Friday in April. I will show the numbers, even if they're bad, even if I've gained weight, I will show the numbers because this is not about a perfect journey. Because if this was about a perfect journey, I never would have made these videos. This is about showing people that even if I fail, even if I make a mistake and I screw up a month, okay, I screwed up this month. Let's try and get back on track and how I'm going to do that. And if you're wondering what that noise in the background is, it's my little puppy who's, playing with himself and playing with a toy and whatnot. So, anyways, what is the other thing I wanted to talk about, which kind of goes into the second point of, if I fail this month, what would I do? Well, first and foremost, I'm not going to beat myself up, and I'm not going to say, oh, it's over, because it's not over. I've been watching a lot of Matlock lately. This goes into point number 2. So I've been watching a lot of Matlock, Murder, She Wrote. Everyone jokes that I've turned into an old man all of a sudden. But something, and the A-Team as well, but something dawned on me. George Papard was 55 when the A-Team started. His career was washed up. He had nothing. He had a lot of promise in the 60s and then nothing. Andy Griffith, he was doing TV and movies. He wasn't really, he didn't have a lot of success. He had Return to Mayberry, but he didn't have a lot of success in the 70s and whatnot. And his career was kind of going downhill too. And he was 60 when he started as Matlock. And, Angela Lansbury was, I think, 55 or 59 when she started in Murder, She Wrote. What's my point here? It's never too late. If you had told all three of them when their careers were at their lowest, when they were getting older, especially in Hollywood, that there would be a time when people, generations, would know your later work much better than your earlier work, they would have told you that you're insane. They would have said you're simply wrong. That it doesn't work like that. Especially George Papard, he would have been very angry at you. But I mean, a few people may remember some of his early leading work in Breakfast at Tiffany's and whatnot. But for the most part, I know him as John Hannibal Smith of the A-Team. And yes, I know the Andy Griffith Show exists, but I know him as Matlock, and a lot of other people know him as Matlock, either from the Simpsons references or they had grandparents who made them watch it, or if you're like me, you just watched it because it's an old guy yelling at a judge and a prosecutor, and it was funny, and then you had the mystery aspect to it of oh, Ben's clients usually were innocent, and I think there's only 2 times when they were actually guilty, or 3, and it was. I hated that. I actually deleted 2 episodes of that on Frontier on my TV because I don't want to watch the episodes where his client's guilty because there's no point. But I love the ones where you got that mystery, and same with Murder, She Wrote. You got this mystery aspect to it that's really nice, and there's some comedy to it as well as some action and whatnot. But again, the point of the story is all 3 of these actors had great success later in their life than early in their life. So I'm trying to point this out to a lot of people here, as well as the fact that, again, the single for my first single that I've ever released music-wise is coming out this year. I just want to add some vocal harmonies to the Songs of Yesterday and the B-side Mad World. And have Chrissy add some vocal harmonies and whatnot. But beyond that, both songs are pretty much done. Oh, I think we want to change some drum tracks on Mad World maybe. But regardless, they're basically done, and it's going to be released probably sometime next month. I'm 37. 37-year-olds don't go and release music and expect it to be successful. Let alone, first of all, 37-year-olds don't release music first and foremost, and then expect it to be successful. But you never know. Same with, like I said, any goals that you have, don't think I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that. Because, again, I look at the three examples of Angela Lansbury, Andy Griffith, and George Papard. All three of which, I mean, Liam Neeson, I know he must have been in his, I think 50s in the first Taken movie, and he developed a whole career where he's now doing these action movies, and he's in his 70s and he's still doing action movies. Now he's going to try and do some comedy with Naked Gun. I don't know how that's going to work out, but maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. But again, Leslie Nielsen is another actor that I think he had a lot of success later in life doing comedy. And it's crazy to me that these actors, that their career was essentially done, had these huge successful roles later in life. So that's pretty much what I wanted to get off my chest and just say, and I'm sure the comments are going to be, you watch Matlock? Yes, I watch Matlock. It's fun. Anywho, hopefully you all enjoyed it and have a great week. I believe in you. I hope you still believe in me, and have yourselves a wonderful week. Bye.